Woo, woo. Next lesson, next lesson. Okay, so this lesson is about reading like a scientist. Everyone's favorite thing to do. Woo! Yeah, I know you all tend to say that you don't like to read, but reading is fundamental. Oh, I waited so long to say that as an adult to kids because I heard that my whole life. But it's really true. Reading is so important. So today we're going to be talking about what does it mean to read like a scientist, and specifically, what does it mean to read like a scientist in this class? So, what does it mean to read like a scientist? We are asking questions. We are using evidence. We're not just going on vibes. We are staying curious and skeptical. And obviously, when we learn new facts, we want to be able to change our mind when the new facts are good. So, when people are thinking like scientists, you are emphasizing pausing before you're believing something, even if it sounds really good. I want you to think about, oh my gosh, do these miracle results happen? So, like, take a look at this. This was an ad for this company, less wrinkles in only 60 minutes. And they're selling this to people like hotcakes. They're charging $50 a bottle. Now, let's say if I was old and wrinkly and I really felt insecure about it, and I'm thinking this magic product is going to fix everything. I need to think before I even purchase my money, how often do these people get these fabulous results? Like, how long did they use it for? Was there a control group? How saggy were these people's wrinkles? Like, was the photo edited? All of those things means that you are. So now we're going to switch gears and talk about scientific literacy is real life literacy. And being literate in science just means that you can understand what you read in the news, you can tell the different info that is fake from misleading, and you're able to protect yourself and your family. So there's many real life consequences for people who do not understand science and its literacy. So there were people who believed that essential oils cured COVID. So they took whatever little cinnamon oil, olive oil, oregano, and they skipped real treatment and they died. What if you don't understand how ingredients work and you buy something and you have allergic reaction to the skincare? There are many people that I know who constantly fall for ads for the fake weight loss pill, and they waste money and then they risk their health because they don't really know what ingredients is inside of these things if they're actually scientifically proven to help. So let's think about when we're reading like a scientist. Here's some questions that you should ask while you read. What is the source? You did this in history. Is there evidence? And specifically in science, words like always, never are red flags. I want you to think that scientists rarely use those words that's like 100%. So let's say you're even using a hand sanitizer bottle. On the hand sanitizer bottle, it says 99.9% of germs killed. We never always have 100% in science. So let's take a look at this example. A blog said that protein powder causes kidney failure. If I'm thinking like a scientist, I'm immediately asking questions like, is this from a medical journal? Is this from YouTube? Is this from TikTok? Was it one case, like for one person that got kidney failure? Was it a large study? How much people was in the study? Another example is people will say that, oh, the plastic in your water bottle causes cancer. I'm going to ask, oh my God, is it all plastic? Which kind of plastic? No one's safe outside during a full moon. Like, is it fact? Is it folklore? Is it, So I want you to think that science is just not about belief. It's about gathering evidence. And you should feel confident asking any adult, anybody in your life for the proof. And don't back down until you get it. Because this is a matter of life or death sometimes. And by practicing these type of habits, you keep yourself and your family safe longer. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about with you all is how do we do our scientific article analysis. So when you're going to get this worksheet, because we're going to be using this worksheet for many different types of articles in our science class, you are going to first go through the checklist here. So you're going to underline what you think the main claim of the article is. You can circle any numbers, that quantitative evidence or data, put a star next to the expert names or sources. That star is for something for you to research. So if they say that, you know, June Magoon said that this is great for you to have, and 97% of people who drink this is gonna be live forever, you're gonna Google June Magoon. All right, where's she from? Where's her information from? Should I trust her or not? So all of those things are important. You're going to write questions, you're going to make comments, and then you're going to look for certain keywords, right? We're going to look for the exaggerated words. We're going to look for the helpful keywords like research shows, experts claim. So go through the checklist first. Then finally, you are going to fill out the article analysis table. So here's an example that I did with that article from there. I circled the 22%. And I put a star next to Johns Hopkins University, which was the source of the data that they said to go back and look at. And then I'm just going to quickly go over some of the examples with you. But the main claim of this article was that detox water doesn't actually flush toxins from your body. And then some of the other information that I gathered that I really want to touch upon is what type of evidence is used. So in this particular article, they grabbed evidence from an expert and they spoke about like, oh, when you drink more water, it's good for your hydration. They didn't say like as much specific data as I would like them to, but they did link a lot of the peer review study references for me to go back and say that this was a article that was somewhat misleading, but could also be trustworthy at times because they gave us a lot of the sources. So please make sure if you forget how to do this, you come back to this video. We're going to be practicing this, but that's all I have for you in this one.